Hello, we're back. What's good, Bree?
Ah, I'm back refreshed. I've got the nice Jamaican tan
Right?
going on.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I,
Shout
I
out to
was
the
just
people of
talking
Jamaica.
about that. Yeah, for real. Did you bring back anything? Like, did you bring us some good seasonings? You know what I like. Mm.
Yeah. So I definitely brought back my favorite jerk seasoning
Oh
that I
my
can only get
gosh.
on the islands. I got
Only.
like 3 bottles full.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm bringing one to you,
I need
so that
that.
you can have one. Yeah.
I need that. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I was just talking about that trip that y'all take, and I'm trying to join when I get the invite.
I mean, just whenever because it was amazing. I loved it. I needed it too. You know how like you just need a break sometimes, and I think for me, I had gotten to that point because I haven't really gone anywhere or like taking any breaks, especially since having Liana. And so I needed that time to just like recalibrate.
Definitely, I already know. I already know. I need that ASAP. But
Yeah.
we're back, like we missed last week, and then what? Next week is the week of Christmas, I
Yeah.
think. Ah,
Yeah. Christmas week.
yeah, it came around the corner. So we'll be off again next week. And then we'll be back the week after that. But welcome, you guys. Welcome to Biscuit and Gravy in the Morning. We are your hosts, Stephanie and Brianna Butler, the co-owners and Power Portion sisters, and your favorite former athlete, dietitian, and foodie. In this podcast, we will bring you the unfiltered, realistic, and relatable, yet science based nutrition tips and interviews specifically for professional athletes and the multitasking millennials. So you can use food to sustainably improve your lifestyle and performance and function at your most optimal level. Let's dive in. I'm actually really excited for this topic because I think it's like something really big that we talk about during the holidays. So, um, around this time, and you know what's about to come, the New Year's diets, the New Year's fads, what's going on, trying to set goals. And so that sets us up for all the risky business health companies are loading our timelines with on social. Like that's all you see right now.
Loading it up.
Like literally that's all you see. So I'm kind of glad that we're talking about this right now as we're in the midst of everything going on. So let's go ahead and jump into our topic for today on how to spot risky New Year diets. Are you ready, Bree? I know you have some good tips for us.
I, I'm clearly ready because
I know this is like one of your hot topics every year.
yeah, and I mean, it's been boiling up because I had a lot of time to scroll when I was on
Yeah.
vacation, and I could not believe how many ads I was because being a dietitian, I follow a lot of practitioners, I follow a lot of like health companies and things like
Yeah.
that. So with the algorithm, it's automatically going to shoot a ton of
Automatic.
stuff
Oh
my way.
my God.
I was scrolling and I just thought to myself, now they know they're starting early this year with these ads. I couldn't believe it. I just was
Way
shocked.
too
And
early.
so I was like, I know I'm not the only one that's receiving all of this propaganda. And
Hmm.
it took me aback for sure. I'm not even gonna lie. This year seems like it was really overwhelming.
Yeah, I already know. It's been overwhelming for me. And I'm just trying to filter out like, okay, what are they trying to do? Like, what's the underlining meaning for what their advertisements are, whatever it
Yeah.
is, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
there's always something. And I think it's important to kind of point those out and see what it is. So if you see it, then you can kind of tell people like, no, they're really just trying to sell their supplements or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So question. have you seen any ads come across your timeline, just like we were talking about, that are pushing the New Year, New You game?
I
Have
totally
you?
have. I mean, I have, and I think I saw one that was promoting, and I honestly don't know how it got on my timeline. I guess I know,
Yeah.
but anyway, it was promoting like a juice cleanse for the new
Uh-huh.
year and just like detoxifying your body. And it was like 3 month thing where you stayed on the juice cleanse for like 3 months. And I just was like, well, seriously, like you want me to juice
Yeah.
and drink only juice for 3 months? That's it. So
Yeah.
I was definitely like, wow, I hope nobody goes for this, but someone will. Someone is going to
Oh,
click the button.
already, definitely. And I think I've been trying to block as many as possible on the ad blocker because
Yeah.
you just like all of a sudden that's literally all you see. And I
Hmm.
think, you know, me, like everybody knows I probably do a juice cleanse like once or twice a year. And that's just because I enjoy it. Either it's like 3 to 7 days, whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's overwhelming. And it's
Hmm.
like, no, I just like doing it. Like I'm not trying to lose weight and da da
Yeah.
da, but it's all like that's literally all people want to do. So it's like if
Hmm.
you see one thing that's like under the list of weight loss, then all of these like weight loss ads, like get ready for the holidays,
Yep.
be your best you at New Year's on New Year's, like all of that. And I'm like, oh my God, delete, delete, delete,
Delete.
delete. I can't, like, no, leave us alone, you know?
Seriously.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. When it comes to spotting risky New Year diets, what is the first thing we need to know? Let us know, Bree.
So, number one, if the only benefit is weight loss, run. Running man. And okay, so for those of you that are ready to come for me on this weight loss thing, let me just say, I'm not saying that you can't have weight loss as a goal. I'm not saying that. That's
Right.
not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is if the program that is trying to get you to use your money for whatever it is that they're selling, if the only thing they're promoting is weight loss,
Yeah.
nothing else, no safety, no nothing, just weight loss, then you should run. Because if that's all they're promoting to you, that's all that they care about.
Yeah.
Okay. Your health and
Literally.
well-being is not a priority. Your mental stability is not a priority. They don't know if you have a disordered eating habit, or they don't
Right.
know if you've got any medical issues that are going on that need to be considered. This is not medical nutrition therapy. This is
Hmm.
someone that's just promoting weight loss in any way, shape, or form. Okay. So, what I'm saying is your health is more valuable than a scale. And at the same time, even though like weight loss might be the desirable outcome that you're looking for, it
Right.
shouldn't come at the expense of your health and well-being. It just should not. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're scrolling, if someone's like, oh, lose 25 pounds in 2 weeks,
Oh my gosh.
shut
Take
it
these
down.
weight loss pills
Yeah,
and lose 10
girl.
pounds.
Block, delete, delete. Okay, that's the theme for today. Delete,
Delete,
delete. All
delete.
right. Block them. That is not
Block the
okay.
ads on your screen ASAP.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
So, I think that's a really good point. So, like, let's kind of unpack exactly what you were saying in regards to our safety. What are some diets or some trends that you would say raise complete red flags? What are the red flags? Oh, I wish we could put the red flags that are on Twitter on here and just scream them across.
Exactly.
Oh my
Seriously, red
God.
flags. Y'all
Let
get
me
that
see
thought
if
in
I
your
could do
mind.
that. Oh my
Get that
gosh.
thought.
Can we put
Red
them
flag.
on
Just
here?
like think
Banners.
about that.
Let me see if I can add them, y'all. Oh my god.
Complete red flags. Okay, so we kind of mentioned one already, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like if the company or the diet that you're considering requires a full set of supplements or some medication or shots,
Right.
or any of those things to help accelerate that loss or whatever is going on, whatever it's promoting. Okay, no one should be giving you any sort of supplements or anything without fully assessing what your body needs.
Yeah.
So it's a red flag if they're like, hey, you person that I don't know, that's probably looking at this ad from thousands of miles away, take these
Right.
supplements and it can really help you get from point A to point B. No, red flag. Okay. That's a red flag, and you should definitely be cautious before moving forward with a company that's promoting that. Also, if a company is promoting removing whole food groups without any sort of medical indication, so they're not looking to see if you have allergies or if you have sensitivities or if you have, any sort of medical condition that might call for you to reduce certain amounts of foods or food groups or whatever. If they haven't looked into any of that and they're telling you, hey, we're going to take this out of your diet for life. You don't need
Right.
this. It causes so much inflammation. Well, how do
Mm-hmm.
y'all know? Because you haven't done any tests. You're just recommending something. So that's a red flag. Okay. And just know, like, there are some diets out there, or health patterns out there that might reduce amounts of certain food groups. And it doesn't mean that they're bad, but they might not be for everybody. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and I take keto, for example, because keto actually was used in the field of like epilepsy. So people that had
Mm-hmm.
epilepsy
Mm-hmm.
could use ketogenic diet and help with seizures. And, now it's kind of turned into this whole thing for weight loss. And for some people, it works. A low carb diet might work. But at the same time, you're really just creating caloric deficit. I'm not going to get into that. But what I'm saying is,
Right. Because you're about to get real deep.
what I'm saying is, it's not necessary always, okay? And it's not for everyone. So if whatever it is promoting that you have to remove that in order for you to be successful for life, then that's a red flag.
Right.
And the last thing, and I mentioned a little bit about caloric deficit, but if you
Mm-hmm.
have a program that's saying, hey, I want to make you feel like you're the best you possible, and it has you being in caloric deficit for months on end, starving yourself, red flag.
Red
Red
flag.
flag.
I figured it
Like,
out. I got them. I got them at the bottom. Red
you
flags.
guys, if you're listening to the podcast, you're probably not going to see this. But if you watch this on YouTube, you will see the red flags going across the bottom of the screen.
Scrolling across the screen. Be aware. Golly. Like
Yeah,
you have to be aware of all these things. But I mean, most people don't know. Most people don't look into it. They just see something and or a friend of theirs did it and it's like, oh,
hmm,
let me try it. And it's like,
exactly. And everything that glitters ain't gold, y'all. It might look nice. You might see someone that's getting like really good results, or so you think is really good result because they just outwardly might look the way you
mm-hmm,
want to look. But you
mm-hmm.
don't know what's going on in the inside. They could be sitting on the toilet every
Every day struggling.
from their skinny teas. Okay, so just know it
That
might
was a
not look.
shot. That was a shot, y'all. Bria's throwing shots right now.
I don't care. I'm refreshed, and I'm coming for all these companies that are trying
She's
to
coming back.
keep y'all from being healthy.
Oh
So,
my God. Okay, so you mentioned figuring out what's right for you.
mhm.
Um, so what are your thoughts on companies that have you put your information in a system and claim to give individualized results? Because this is a big topic, and I know a lot of people like look for custom and think they're getting custom,
Yep,
and they're not really.
exactly. And let me just say as a disclaimer, like I've been there too. I've done that. we're millennials. Those of you that are probably listening to this podcast or watching us on YouTube or Facebook, we're millennials. And so for us, automation is key to helping us function the way we want to function, right? So in order for us to multitask and do things within our 24 hours that we have, we rely on automation to help us scale, to help us do whatever it is that we need to do. And so automation is not bad, but though some of these programs, can give you a starting point, they're still not putting all the pieces together, right? Like a computer is not going to unveil some of the deep issues that you've been dealing with since you were a teenager. Okay.
Right.
Like it's not going to ask you those questions. It's not going to ask you about your health history. It's not going to do any of that. Okay. So when you're getting a full individualized like picture of your life and what you need nutritionally, it's going to look much different than what you would get from an automated type form, right? So it might seem cool and it might seem really easy because you're on your phone, you're putting in this, you're putting in that, and it's like, okay, click here for individual results.
Right.
Click here for, click here for that. Okay, what about this? Do you get these and do you do, it's all the stuff that makes you feel like it's individualized and make you feel like, oh, like it's really getting a deep dive into me, but that's just because you haven't experienced what individualization really feels like.
Yeah.
And so what that feels like, true individualization is talking through what's going on, talking about your health history, looking at labs, getting labs done, assessments done. We've talked about this in prior podcasts.
Yeah.
And how important it is to value assessments and figure out what your baseline status is before doing anything else. And you don't always get that information from a questionnaire. Just FYI.
Yeah.
And then we want to look at a full diet analysis. What have you been doing before? Like, what are you eating? What are you putting in your body right now? And there's so much more that goes to that. And you also want to navigate plateaus, navigate the struggles that you have when you're going through your health journey that a computer cannot do, right? When life throws you lemons, is the computer going to tell you how to make lemonade?
God.
No.
When I'm stressed and I'm like, I just want chocolate and ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not gonna be like, hey Steph, you know what? Like, let me talk you off the ledge. How can I help you? How can we navigate this together? It's not going to do that. And I mean, like I said, I've experienced this before. Like I've done different programs for moms, like during my pregnancy, and just like trying to see like what could help me navigate a certain situation. And what I realized is that even though I thought I was really getting something good, it wasn't until I actually saw someone in person. So full transparency, I had diastasis recti for my abdominal muscles with both kids. And what I did in the beginning was try to go through like this app and see if I could, get it to help me. And eventually what I found was that actually going to a physical therapist was the true game changer. That's what actually got me to get better, I guess. And so what I say when I'm mentioning utilize a practitioner, utilize a person that can actually help you, that's really important. So I think trying to do that versus doing some sort of automation is what's really going to be key. Okay. And don't be surprised. Okay. I think we lost Steph, but don't be surprised if you're feeling subpar after completing an automated program. So after you complete an automated program, hey Steph, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, that's never happened.
It's okay. I just kept going because I was like, well, I think we lost Steph.
Oh, of course, it wouldn't be me. Oh.
It's fine. I was letting them know, as millennials, we might think that automation is better, but don't be surprised if you're feeling subpar after completing it, because automation can only take you so far. A computer can only take you so far. Right. Having a real practitioner, someone there to really talk to you about things can be, a game changer. I was kind of giving a breakdown on how I actually went and saw a physical therapist, and that was way different than like doing an app. to help with diastasis recti, you know, so
Yeah.
we've all been there, we've all done that. And so I'm just letting you know, like, that programs that are automated can be a starting point, but let me tell you, it's not the individualization that you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, just going into, I mean, all of us, and like Bree said, we talked about some of this stuff in our past podcast, but we've all taken like our food sensitivity testing and things like that, and that's something that has been like beneficial to me. And so like I can't just put everything that I saw on there into a computer and say, hey, give me this. I need to figure it out. Like I literally need a breakdown and customization of what I can and can't have. And that in itself has been beneficial to my body. And like that's something I probably have to do like every 5 years because of my allergies. Like it's something that small can make a big difference in how your body functions. You know, like that's crazy. But that was a lot. So we always have so much that we talk about. And Bree gets
Always.
real lengthy in her
Sorry, y'all.
answers, but it's fine, Bree. But I just want to summarize a few things that we talked about in a few key points. Some of the top things to remember from this pod. And the first thing is don't let the weight loss tag trap you.
For
Don't let it
real.
trap you. Don't let it trap
For
you.
real.
Second thing, number 2, if it requires supplements, remove whole food groups without a medical reason or has you not eating, you need to reconsider, rethink that ASAP.
Rethink it. Just walk away.
Probably delete that.
Delete.
And number
delete.
3, last but not least, the individualization you want isn't going to come from an automated form. It's not. It's not. Just come to us. We'll help. We'll break things down for you. You know, like we'll talk to you. You get to talk to Bree and Francine every single week. I'm on the back end. I'll email you.
Oh my gosh. For
Just
those of
pull
you
up.
that are familiar, you know, if you don't want the automated type forms all up in your DMs, you know, come to PowerPoint.
Right? The automated answers. It's really us, y'all. It's really us
Yeah.
that talks to y'all.
It's really us.
It's one of us. We're going to be in
Yeah.
there. We're the ones DMing you back. We're the ones answering and emailing. It's not, nothing is automated. So, yeah, man, just pull up on us.
Yeah.
And with that being said, if you want more information, we literally put everything in our newsletters. We're sending them out weekly with updates, topics, little tidbits from our dietitians in our dietitian corner, our blogs. All of our subscribers literally get everything first. So text Power News to the number 22828. And that will automatically, you know, prompt you to send in your email and get signed up to our newsletter so you can actually get everything weekly and stay in tune with what we have going on. And at the bottom, we literally have everything scrolling. If you can't see it, if you're just listening to us right now, in the bio, you should see all of our handles. Instagram power_portions or wholesome refine. Twitter, it's power portions or wholesome refine. Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Just search power portions and you will find us. You will find all of our podcasts, everything we've done in the past, anything we have coming up. It's there. Find us, DM us, talk to us. And that's it. Bree, is there anything else that you want to say to the people?
I just want to say we have a special announcement that's going to be coming up here soon about something that we're opening up in January. So just stay tuned for more information because we've got something special that we're going to open up to you guys. And I think you guys are really going to love it.
I'm excited. New year, new us.
Seriously.
But that is in our time. This is Steph and Bree on the biscuit and gravy in the morning. We're out. See you guys.
Peace.